Good morning, everybody. Before and after Facebook ads are really powerful, especially when there's a huge visual transformation that you can display in the ad. And junk removal is one of those services that enable you to capture just what is changing for the owner. You know, you're going from a heaping pile of garbage in front of their house to nothing. It's a huge contrast in pictures, and there's a clear, vivid transformation in the ad. And I found a couple examples for a junk removal company that I want to take you through, and just a couple enhancements. Make sure if you're using before and after advertisements, you're hitting all the nails with the hammer. You know, you're getting everything right about it. That way your ads are maximizing the click-through rate. So here are the ads. Let's start with the visual component here, and then we'll touch base with the ad copy afterwards. So again, three different before and after transformations. Very nice transformations. You can see, you know, junk removal. It's easy to make good ads for them because you're going from, again, a huge cluttery mess, stressful for the owner, to absolutely nothing. And so here's the ad. Attention property managers, get 15% off hassle-free junk removal. Here's the before and after photos, and then a simple call to action box underneath. Click below or call this number. And I like the spacing of this ad. It's very appropriate. It's not overly cluttered. There's not too much going on here. Clear transformation, simple offer, and call to action. That's all you need on this ad. That's all you need on your before and after ads. It doesn't need to be any more complex, but there's a couple enhancements I would make to this visually. First of all, let's make the offer grab the viewer's attention first. So I believe this attention property manager should just be slashed out of there. It is overshadowing the subline to it, which is our offer at hand. Get 15% off hassle-free junk removal. I would make this the big text and the only text up top here because we want our offer clearly communicated and maximized in terms of visibility to potential viewers and customers. So take away attention property managers. Make sure your offer is the first thing people read. Make sure this is the big font that everybody reads and everybody clearly understands in a half a second that it takes to read that line that, hey, this is the offer at hand. I get 50% off and hassle-free junk removal. So that's visual enhancement 1. Visual enhancement 2, excuse me. Create the ad in all placement option sizes. This goes beyond just before and after ads. This is all ads in general. These ads were only made in square dimensions, so you know your perfect 1080 by 1080 pixels. But Facebook has placement options for stories and then horizontal videos on desktop that your ads will be shown in, unless if you mark off placement, advantage placement off, and select your placement options specifically to only show in square placements. But generally you want to leave placement advantage placements on and create your ads in all three dimension sizes: square, vertical, and horizontal. That way you're maximizing all potential placement options for your ads on Meta's platform. So there's two visual enhancements I would make. Otherwise, these ads are really nice visually. The copy needs some work on the other hand. So let me take you through it very briefly. Oakland property managers make junk removal stress-free. Managing properties means dealing with tenants, cleanouts, old furniture, and debris. Let Bay Area wide hauling and junk removal handle the heavy lifting. We provide fast, reliable, and professional junk removal services, helping you keep your properties in top condition. For a limited time, we're offering 15% off for all Oakland property managers. I'm out of breath. That was long-winded, really long paragraph, and that's the core. That's the first improvement I would make it. The format of the copy needs to be easier to read. Let's chunk this up, make sure people can actually read it and don't lose interest after a sentence. Enhancement number 2. Our offer needs to stand out and be easy to identify. You saw at the end of this paragraph, I got to the offer finally. After 30 seconds of reading, I got to it. We're offering 15% off for all Oakland property managers. That needs to be clear. That needs to be pushed up front, its own individual sentence. That way people can easily see, again, what they are getting out of the ad. What is the offer here? What's the deal? And maximize the visibility of your offer to thoroughly communicate it to as many people. Same deal with the visual component. And then let's finish the ad copy because I have one more enhancement and it'll make sense here. So they list a couple examples of, you know, their services: tenant cleanouts, furniture, etc. Trust Lamar and the team to make your job easier. Call today to schedule your service and take advantage of this exclusive offer. So we're telling people in the ad copy to call today, and we're also mentioning to call this number here. But the call to action button is get quote. This incongruence is going to confuse some people and just lower your conversion rate, because again, it doesn't take much for people to hesitate and just move on with their day. It needs to be clear what the next step is in order for them to become a customer. If we want them to call today, A, include the number up here, and B, make this call now. But if we want people to go to our website, click below to go to our website to get their free quote there. Make sure that's clearly communicated in this copy up here. So the call to action needs to be clear and congruent all throughout the advertisement. And here's an example of what I would make the ad copy. Stress-free junk removal for Oakland property managers. Dealing with tenant cleanouts, old furniture, or debris. Let Bay Area wide hauling handle it all. Fast, reliable, and hassle-free. 15% off for Oakland property managers. Tenant cleanouts, furniture and appliance removal, yard debris and waste. Call this number to schedule your service and claim your 15% discount today. Trust Lamar and the team to keep your properties in top shape. Offer ends soon. So it's much more succinct. It covers all of these enhancements I would make to the ad copy, and I think it would lead to a higher conversion rate here for these ads. So again, before and after ads are super powerful, especially if you do a service business where there's a clear visual transformation. I highly encourage you to implement them in your Facebook ad strategy.